I'm so pleased Dorothy's taken an interest in you. I mean, she's never been interested in anyone worthwhile.
She was one of the most famous women in the world, adored by presidents, photographed by millions, and idolized as Hollywood's ultimate star. But on August 5th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe was found unalived in her home, and the mystery surrounding her final hours has never fully gone away. Marilyn Monroe wasn't just an actress, she was a cultural icon, known for films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Some Like It Hot. She became the face of Hollywood glamour in the 1950s. But behind the fame, Marilyn's personal life was far more complicated. Struggles with mental health, prescription medication, and intense public pressure followed her for years. In the days leading up to her unaliving, Marilyn was living in her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. She had recently ended a relationship with Arthur Miller, her ex-husband, and had been linked to high-profile figures that drew public attention. On the night of August 4th, 1962, Marilyn was at home. According to reports, she spoke with people close to her earlier in the evening. But as night went on, something changed. Earlier on August 5th, Marilyn Monroe was found unresponsive in her bedroom by her housekeeper. The housekeeper contacted Marilyn's psychiatrist, Dr. Ralph Greenson, who arrived at the scene shortly after and then called authorities. Why? Why not call? I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. When police arrived, the official investigation into one of Hollywood's biggest stars began. According to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, Marilyn Monroe died from acute barbiturate poisoning. Don't know if I said that right. She was found tangled in her sheets, face down, with her phone in her hand. The report stated that the manner of death was probably self-unaliving, based on the level of medication found in her system and the circumstances at the scene. So I read that and then was like, well, what was found at the scene? And I'm reading it right now online. Pill bottles on her nightstand, a lot of like antidepressants, sedatives, stuff like that. But the pills, like all the bottles, were perfectly arranged with the labels facing the same direction, which is inconsistent of a typical overdose scene. And there was no like water or anything for her to take those pills with. Even though the official ruling was self-unaliving, questions immediately began to circulate. Yeah. Some people pointed to inconsistencies in timelines, missing personal items, and conflicting statements from those who last saw her alive. Others believe her connection to powerful figures and her personal struggles made her unaliving more complex than the official report suggested. I had heard when I was younger, when I first learned about Marilyn Monroe, that possibly she was in some sort of contact with the mafia, whether it was through the president or her. And so there's a lot of, I can't find anything online, but I heard a lot about like the mafia with my grandparents. Over the decades, Marilyn Monroe's unaliving had become one of Hollywood's most debated mysteries. Theories have suggested involvement of political figures, intelligence agencies, or cover-ups tied to her personal relationships. But despite decades of speculation, no theory has ever been proven. What is known is this: Marilyn Monroe's unaliving shocked the world. She was only 36 years old. Her passing marked the end of an era, but her image, her films, and her legacy only grew stronger after her death. Was Marilyn Monroe's unaliving exactly what the official report said? Or is there still a piece of the story we'll never fully know? Nearly 65 years later, the mystery still hasn't faded.